Hey, Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor, two-time author, one-time bestseller, and we want to discuss the stock market today. As you can see, the market is down about 850 points, which is about 3%. We talked about this yesterday. If you joined our Facebook Live, which we try to do as often as we can, you can see here that I gave you guys a warning that the stock market had not hit bottom, that we had some issues that we still need to deal with before we declare this coronavirus over, before we get out of this bear market, and before things are okay in the stock market. So you can check out that video. Make sure that you do answer a bunch of questions. What you do in your 401k, what stocks do I like, how do you get started, and what resources are out there. However, make sure you go check that out. I will post a link to my email list above. There, I also sent out an email this morning about what could have happened today, and that happens to play out in the market as we see here. So first, we know that everything isn't over. So the House is looking to pass a corona relief bill, which may change the stock market right now. So just because it's down right now and it's halfway through the day, doesn't mean it's going to be down for the rest of the day. But we do know there will be more highs and there will be a lot more lows in the near future. We have a bunch of things that could happen. So number one, we know that we have not hit the peak yet. We know we are the number one in the U.S. anyway, the number one leader in terms of coronavirus cases. We don't have enough tests, and cases are only going to rise until we begin to, quote, flatten the curve, which is going to happen whenever it happens. So we know that. We also know that unemployment claims went from 228,000 to 3.3 million, I believe, 1 million of which were in California. That's not going to go well for a lot of these stocks. And then the last thing we know that we've seen is that we've seen these ups and downs. We've seen these highs and lows. And this is why I've been very, 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 very careful about telling people to invest in airlines and invest in cruise stocks. I want to show you why. So 2 days ago, actually probably 3 days ago now, we had the highest day since 1933. It was a great time for investors. People who had invested in Boeing, people who had invested in Royal Caribbean did really well in the short term. However, like I said, we haven't hit the bottom. Things can change on a dime. You can see here that Carnival Cruise down 18%, Royal Caribbean down 17%. That's what you have to realize in a market like this. Things can change on a dime. Just because it works one day or for 2 days doesn't mean that's going to work long term. And that's what I'm trying to caution new investors about. Just because it's low and it's cheap doesn't make it a great thing. Just because you made money 2 days ago doesn't mean you're going to make money in the future. So you have to be very careful about that. We can check the little 5-day chart here. And this is CNBC, one of my favorite sites to kind of understand what's going on. So over the last 5 days, you hit a peak here, which was great if you had bought it before then. Let me make sure this is the whole 5 days, not 1 day. Looks like it's saying, giving me 1 day. If you check over the last month, it has not done well. And it gives you the days here. And then over the last 5 days, so this is 5 days. Yep. You had a peak here. You had a great day if you had invested at this point, and then you're right back down. So again, that's why I'm not so sold on getting into a lot of these stocks that are super low right now. A lot of that's market timing. Some people are going to get lucky, others aren't. The best thing for you to do is to be more of a long-term investor, take a step back and invest on a consistent basis, as opposed to trying to get in and make a bunch of money overnight. Because on this day, this was yesterday, the 26th, and this day on the 25th, when the market popped and everything was great, there are a lot of people who made a lot of money and they just stayed into it. And now a lot of that money is gone. So you want to be really, really careful about that. Make sure that you check the Facebook page. We do videos like this almost every day. You really want to make sure that you're on the email list. This is where the greatest value is, where I send you what you need to know for the next day or for this week or for the month, so you can understand what's going on in the market and make smart decisions. So thank you guys for coming out. Make sure you hit the share button above. Make sure you subscribe to the email list. I sent an email out this morning telling you exactly what could happen today, and that is what's playing out right now. So again, be careful out there. You're going to be okay if you're a long-term investor. If you're trying to get in and buy something on the low and hope that it flips and makes you $1 million overnight, Good luck. It doesn't happen for the majority of people, but long-term investors, we have history, we have data that shows that you are going to be okay if you are consistently investing, if you invest in quality, and don't get suckered into a cheap stock just because it's cheap. And that's something we've talked about on this page before. You can scroll here and find all the videos to help you understand what's going on in the market. So I'll see you guys later. Make sure you hit the page. Make sure you subscribe to the email. Email is free, and it'll help you become a better, more confident investor. Talk to you guys later.